everybody, it's Anna. Time for the final card in this week's tarot story. We close with the Two of Wands. So the two is connected to an experience of rootedness. It's the second step in our journey where we've got a seed and now we're planting the seed and we're giving the seed a chance, to grow its own roots, to get settled in the soil before the seed basically manifests into the world. So it is about the pregnancy, right? It's about letting things germinate. And wands are connected to the element of fire. They're about feeling confident, inspired, impassioned. So this imagery then shows a man, he's still at home, but he's looking out over the horizon. He's anticipating where he's going to go. He's got a globe in his hand as though he's just letting his imagination run free. So in this image, he's still at home, so we might say, well, he hasn't really begun his journey yet. No, he has begun his journey. This is the beginning of every successful journey. It is gaining your momentum, getting yourself rooted in. And in the case of the Wands trajectory, it's about feeling your passion, really getting familiar with your passion, letting yourself get excited and letting your inspiration get stronger, because that's what's going to be leading you in the work of the Wands. You're going to be relying on that feeling of passion, clarity, expansion, and vital energy is going to let you know how to direct your path. So this is where you're getting your roots in that experience. So even though he's not yet in the world, he is definitely gearing up for it in a way that's fun and light and happy. So when this card shows up, it tells me, don't get ahead of yourself, which is also what we're hearing from a couple other cards this week. We had the moon reversed, which I talked about how, the moon is about excavating parts of ourselves, really kind of recovering pieces of ourselves that kind of got stuck in our past, right? And the reversal to me is, don't do that work right now. And I think that's important because there are times when that work becomes very necessary. But when that time happens, it's obvious to us. When a part of ourself is ready to heal, ready to be recovered, it gets loud. Until then, we don't want to over focus on that, because we're not inward creatures all the way, we're outward creatures, and we learn from the ebb and flow. So it's not time to get all into our own business. We don't want to become navel gazers. And also we don't want to think of ourselves as being really, really broken and messed up. That's the wrong message for the mind. Instead, we want to say, when the time comes, I will solve it. And until that time comes, I'm just going to be in my life and enjoy my life. And the same is true with the Six of Cups, which is about coming to the world with innocence. The idea of being present in this moment. Like, don't anticipate what might or might not happen. It's not happening yet. When it happens, you'll handle it. But until then, be here. Enjoy the experience of being magical and open to the beauty of the world. So the Two of Wands, again, it's the same kind of message. It's don't move too quickly. It's not about how quickly you get there. It's about the quality of every step you take. And the quality of this step is letting yourself have fun. Imagine, enjoy, letting yourself anticipate how many adventures you're going to take on and how amazing it's going to be. Before you're ready for that adventure, you get your momentum up, you get your passion familiar to you, so that you don't lose track of it as you move forward. And I think this is a nice balance point to the mind. The mind tends to, anytime we want to get ahead of ourselves, it's because the mind is anticipating something that's not yet present. And so anytime you have a to-do list, right, the mind's projecting an action path, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we want to remind ourselves that just because the path is in our minds does not mean it's time to move into that path just yet. And the way you can tell the difference is if you feel rushed or anxious, it's not time to move into that path. Right? That's moving out of scarcity. You're afraid you're going to miss an opportunity. So you're trying to push yourself forward. It shouldn't feel like a push. It should feel like a dance. Like, okay, I've sat here for a while. Oh, I'm so excited I can't sit still anymore. Let's go. That is moving out of passion and joy and excitement, not out of the fear of losing an opportunity. So this card, it looks like it's kind of easy. You're hanging out, you're just looking out, but actually it requires us to be pretty good at self-restraint and knowing how to catch the mind before it runs off with us and makes us move quicker than we need to. Remembering there is power in savoring the moments in between action, and we want to be good at that too. I'll see you next time for our next tarot story. Bye.